gonna get you. Hello, zombies! Okay, look, your time was last week. My show again now. Get excited. Because today's video is sponsored by Warner Brothers for their new movie, The Curse of La Llorona. Let me show you some things. There's dog hair everywhere. Have you seen the trailers? They're creepy AF. If you haven't seen them, here, let's look at some creepy things. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. A horrifying apparition caught between heaven and hell, trapped in a terrible fate sealed by her own hand. The mere mention of her name has struck terror in the world for generations. And on April 19th, 2019, this timeless legend comes to terrifying life in The Curse of La Llorona. James Wan is a producer of this film, and I don't know if y'all know, but you should know by now if you've been following me. I'm a huge James Wan fan because he is one of the original writers and directors of Saw. Therefore, anything that he is producing, I'm gonna go see. Plus, you know, horror is kind of my thing. James, call me. So having a horror movie sponsorship is pretty much the coolest thing ever, so thank you to our sponsors, Warner Brothers. If you'd like to see this when it comes out on April 19th, then check the description for a link to get your tickets. Now you may be gathering where the title of this video and the challenge of this video is coming from. Whilst I try to turn myself into La Llorona, because she's got a pretty creepy outfit and I'm trying to be creepy, I will also be doing my best to not cry. I feel like this is particularly funny for me because in 5 years of being a YouTuber, I don't know if I've ever cried on my channel. Have I ever cried on my channel that you can think of?
Not that I can think of now.
I fake cried a lot on this channel. There we go. I know I've made that face several times before. We've had some like serious moments. I might have gotten teary-eyed once or twice, but I feel like I'm so hyper aware of that. One thing you should know about me, I'm not a crier. Well, more lately than usual because of concussion type things, but in general, it takes a lot for me to cry. There are certain movies that will get me right away. I'm not saying I'm a completely cold-hearted person. You cannot add things to the list now that we've begun, by the way. But it takes a lot, and I feel like it would be extra hard to make me cry when I'm in work mode because I'm so conscious of, one, being professional and working. Did I just call myself professional in the midst of the stuff that I do on this channel? Yes, I did. And two, I'm so hyper aware of how dramatic it looks when YouTubers cry on camera. I know that it's kind of like a stereotype that people will cry for views, and I've always wanted to make sure that I avoid that, even if they are genuine real tears. So, ironically, today might be the first day that you ever see me cry on YouTube, and it might just be because that is part of the challenge. But I will do my best not to cry. But I think Peter here has his work cut out for him because I have tasked him to try to come up with a whole group of things that he think could make me cry. And he knows me very well. We've been very good friends for math.
Wow.
8 years? 7 years?
8 years.
8 years. We've been very close friends for 8 years. He knows my personality inside and out. If anyone could get me to cry, it's probably gonna be him. I'm curious to see what he's gathered. So the rules of this challenge are completely open. He can use any tactic he wants to try to get me to cry. He can show me videos, he can tell me a sad story, whatever it is. My only job is to turn into La Llorona before I shed real tears. Can I become the weeping woman without being a weeping woman? We shall find out. I think I can do it, actually. I think you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Let's see.
Let's. One more thing. So La Llorona's makeup is actually quite simple and it might not take me that long, which is great for recreating her if you want to be her for Halloween. But I don't know if y'all noticed, La Llorona is wearing a veil and what I can only assume is a wedding gown. So... Well. Did you ever think you'd see the day? Me neither. Let's get into the makeup, eh? I'm gonna try my best not to ruin this dress because it's actually very pretty. Like, look at how pretty. It's a whole dress. It's a little fancier than hers, but we work with what we can. Oh, I'm a bride now. Great. We start with a white face paint. I'll be using a water activated paint. Appropriate because I'm pretty sure this lady drowned her kids in the river and that's where this all came from. So creepy. Beautiful. Oh, you know what I'm not gonna forget to do this time? That's right. You thought I was going to. I almost did. Oh, start trying to make me cry.
Oh, we start now?
Yeah, there's not a lot to do with the makeup, so you better get to it, buddy.
Alright, first thing is you have to watch this video for 30 seconds. She's gonna repeat. It's a short video, but it's gonna repeat. I'm gonna see if we can try to make you cry with laughter first.
Interesting tactic.
Okay?
Okay.
You've seen it before.
Oh my god. So gross. It's not gonna get me to cry, but it's gross. For those of you who missed that at home, that's a video of a cat sneezing frantically over and over and snot flying out of its mouth. Gets me to laugh pretty good, but not to the point of tears. You failed. What's next?
We have a list of incredibly heartwarming photos.
Okay. Trying to warm my heart, Peter?
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is a man
Impossible.
getting off his motorcycle to help an elderly pedestrian cross the street. Right. A man giving his sandals to a woman in need in Rio de Janeiro.
Mm-hmm. That one's pretty sweet. That one makes me pretty sad because of her reaction more than anything. A
young man jumping into a fridge of waters to rescue the owner of his who accidentally fell in water.
Dog things might get me. Oh, the baby's face. Oh my god. I would give that man my firstborn child for saving my dog. I would though.
John Unger cradles his 19-year-old dog, Shoop, to sleep every night in Lake Superior to use its dog.
Okay. I feel heat in my face. Are you tearing up?
No.
You are.
Certainly.
That picture. I told you to put the easier ones in the beginning.
These are the easier ones.
Oh my god, that baby's... I can't, I'm just not gonna think about that one. Alright, well you didn't get me with that. I have my work cut out for me maybe because that was a close call. I'm gonna finish this and then try to hit me again. I feel like I deserve a little bit of a break in between because it's kind of cheating, I think, for you to just expect me to take all of this emotional strain one after the other. Therefore, I'm gonna finish this first. And then you can try again and fail again. Oh, and the reason that I'm not putting them on the screen is just because I don't own these pictures and I don't wanna get in trouble. So, I'm a law-abiding citizen and if I went to jail, I would death cry. I do jaywalk from time to time, gotta be honest. We'd like to have the proper permission to use stuff like that, so. Because we do not have it, you tried to get some permission from some of these things that you wanted to use, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we tried to get permission, but we couldn't get it from everybody. So anything we can show, we will. And anything we don't have permission for, we will not.
It's like most of this stuff you'd probably be able to find if you did a cursory search.
If you Google, you can find it and try to test along with me if it makes you cry. Man, that one picture of the dog though in the river because of his arthritis and oh my god. The one thing though that stops me from crying is maybe that's not true. You know, like there's so many false things on the internet that maybe they were just going for a swim and they captured a particularly sad looking frame and then a clickhole article ran with it. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that that is what is helping me mentally justify it to not cry because I'm still thinking about it.
That's pretty cynical of you. I feel like you're usually not that cynical.
Why do you think I don't cry? How many times in the 8 years of you being my best friend do you think you've seen me cry?
Not many.
Could you count it on one hand?
It's probably between 1 and 2 hands.
Are we counting laugh crying?
No.
Just cry.
Yeah.
I can't think of that many times I've cried in front of you.
It's like we watch a lot of Queer Eye together.
You know what? That's a very fair point. Queer Eye gets me pretty often, actually.
Right in the feels.
The way that JVN looks into the eyes of his makeover-y, how much they care, how much they make people feel good, and yeah, Queer Eye gets me.
Yeah, Karamo, like, talking to someone about their problems is...
Ugh.
Right in the heart.
They're just so sincere. They seem like the most genuine, lovely men's. And I want to hug them all while I cry with them. Jonathan, I know you're not watching this, but if by some miracle you are, I think you're an angel. An angel on earth, that is all.
Who can really work some heels.
Who can really work some heels. And like a potato sack dress. He loves those things, man.
Yeah.
So my first coat was really even and I'm trying to actually sponge it out a bit because it was too perfect. Hers is kind of thinner, a little more watery. So thin it down with your tears or water if you're super tough like me. I'm an impenetrable fortress of emotion, sealed up emotion. You will not get me. How much would you bet that you're gonna make me cry before the end of this?
I feel pretty confident.
How many things do you have?
I think it's like 8 or something.
8?
Something like that.
I really hope you have somewhere to go up from that one dog in the river picture because That one could be my undoing. In this picture, because this is the main reference picture that I'm using, her makeup looks kind of, I don't want to say cracked. I'm actually guessing that it's wet, because that makes sense. Her hair is soaked in this picture. So I'm guessing it's that she's wet, but I will do something to make it look more wet at the end. For now, I just feel like it looks creepier to have it a little bit uneven because hers is a bit uneven too. And we shall move on to fixing the eyebrows a little bit. Her eyebrows are lighter, but I gotta fix mine. All right, do your worst.
So this is a compilation video of dogs with soldiers coming home from war.
I should have told you no freaking dogs.
So we're just gonna start playing this and we'll see what happens.
Go. I like how it escalates. This is just joyous. I'm not sad. Whoa. Oh my god, that dog was not messing around. Oh my god, that dog is a horse. Oh my god, it's taller than him. All right, I enjoyed seeing that. Bunch of cute stuff. You failed again. How's that make you feel?
Like my dad was right.
Eyebrows fixed. Her eyebrows are actually really light, so maybe I fixed them too much. I'm gonna lighten these a little bit. Okay, now, La Llorona has really dark bluish, blackish under eye and over eye circles. She has seen some stuff. Can't curse. It's hard. Oh, your teeth don't look white next to a white face, but they look yellow next to an off-white wedding dress. So I'm going to take a black eyeshadow on a very basic cheap painter's type brush from like a craft store because we want it to be really uneven, and at least for me, I find that I can't help but kind of do typical blending techniques when I'm putting on eyeshadow, even for effects. But if you do it with a brush that is not meant to make it easy for you to blend your eyeshadow, you'll be able to get that kind of naturally uneven look easier. And it's very cost effective, so win-win. It's a new tip here on Glam&Gore. You also want to kind of drag this downward a little bit so that her eyes look more tired. If you pull it up like you would in glam makeup, you're going to lift the eye, but you want to do the opposite usually when you're doing FX, unless you got a really glammed up ghost. She also has some black up here. Not sure what it is, but we're going to go with it. And she's got that same gray color on her lip, so while I have that on my brush, I'm going to put some of that over my lips as well. But in the meantime, Peter, can you make me cry?
Okay, so do you want another video or do you want this?
You might as well try that. I don't think that's going to work. I've tried that before. How about you get a little creative this time?
It's got layers.
Your jokes?
No, the onion.
Correct.
Oh, you should hold this while I chop.
I gotta do makeup, homie.
Okay.
You should have thought of that beforehand. The only thing that's gonna make me cry is all the time you're wasting.
Okay, we're gonna start chopping an onion next to you.
I don't think it's gonna have any effect. I've chopped onions before and not been affected. You know why? Because I'm super tough. Now, are we counting crying with like an actual tear running down my face or just tearing up? I guess it could be layers. I would say a full loss of the challenge is if a tear streams down my face.
Yeah, because you already kind of teared up from that old dog.
No, my face got warm. My sinuses got warm. That's the most that's happened so far. Your eyes teared up. You've lost the challenge.
We can go back to the footage.
Okay.
Instant replay.
Please. I'm hungry. Someone chopping onions in here? I mean, it definitely gets my sinuses, like, kicking.
I'm literally hovering above it, and I feel like it's affecting me.
I'll hover. I ain't scared. Get it off my wedding dress, though. Good, just put it in my face. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax.
It's definitely making me tear up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh!
It's burning my eyes.
I am immune! Should I chop some of my own onions?
Yeah. Well, I just got it all out for you, so.
Okay, sure. Sure, buddy. I mean, my nose is bothered, but my eyes are totally normal. I gave it my best shot. You fail! Ugh. 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 I don't like onions.
So there's two kind of legitimate ones and then two that are a little cheaty.
Like if all else fails?
Yeah. I think the next one, there's a shot. The next one after that is maybe the best shot. And then there's 2 ones that are kind of cheating.
So there's only 3 big steps left in the makeup, so you better pull something out of your sleeve real quick. So I'm calling a break for myself to get the onion smell out of my sinuses. And I'm adding a tiny bit of a matte dark navy and dark purple to my eyes, just because in this picture that I have for her for reference, it looks like she's got a little bit of color. Tiny, tiny bit of color to look a little more waterlogged.
Your foot is going. You're trying to get that energy out so you don't cry.
I shake my leg. Restless leg syndrome or something, okay? You know what, Peter? I'm gonna make you cry by the end of this. How about that?
I mean, the onions did a pretty good job already.
That's true. Okay, it's focused back here. A ghost! And I don't mean me. It's focused back there. Look, it's doing the thing that it did at the Queen Mary. You see?
Yeah.
And it's moving around. Imagine I just summoned the ghosts during my Halloween series and they came back with me and now they're haunting me. Yeah, take a picture of that so that the people know I'm not lying. Look at it, just floating around. Ah! Why? I'm not a fan of that.
As soon as we say that it's...
As soon as we start collecting proof, that's when it jumps back to my face. It's like they know. Anyway, okay, now I'm going to draw the black tears that are streaming down her face onto my face. She has 2 very distinct tears. I don't know if they really change throughout the movie, but from my reference pictures, the tears are in the same place, so I'm going to draw them exactly as she has them first. I'm drawing fake tears on my face before Peter can actually make me cry. Peter, by the way, helps me film most of my videos, so that when I look a fool and I can't do anything for myself, we can still film a video. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Fun fact, Peter is also part of the peanut gallery from the Tinder videos. It was Peter and Spanky. The secret's out. Well, let me get one down and then show me a video.
Okay.
So her tear kind of goes into her smile line, almost, which makes her pretty creepy. And this one starts from the outer corner and the inner corner of the eye. And goes down to the same point. Now, you could just let this drip down your face, but her tears are so distinct that I don't really want to leave it up to chance that they fall in the exact same way. They probably wouldn't fall this way. All right, now that I've got one eye down, do your worst again, Peter.
It's another video.
I feel like I've seen this before. I have seen this before. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm not gonna do it. But there has not been a tear yet. Okay, I think the only reason that didn't get a full tear out of me, because I don't know if you can see, zoom in on that eye is irritated. But to be fair, it is closer to the onions. Get the onions out of here, you're cheating. First of all. Second of all, I think the only reason that one didn't get me is because I had seen it before.
Yeah.
If I wasn't mentally prepared for that, because as soon as he said the pen, I was like, I've seen this.
I think I might have showed it to you once.
Maybe. Probably. Once I realized what it was, I could mentally process it. It's a video of a dad getting a present for, I presume, his birthday or something like that, where he gets adoption papers to adopt his over 18 stepdaughter that he's been raising, and he like insta cries, and it's very sweet. That's a good video. Good find. Good choice.
That one reminds me of both of our fathers.
Yeah. I was gonna say that like he has similar mannerisms and he says certain things just like my dad.
Yeah.
And that's why it was like,
It gets me too for that reason.
The feels, like I know that man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just putting black around here. Unfortunately, I don't have black eye blood. I wanted to get some, but all the stores in LA are out of black eye blood. So there's a shortage. It's the apocalypse. So no black eye blood, so we just gotta fake it as best as we can by getting it close. I'm not sniffling because of crying. I'm sniffling because of frickin' onions, okay? Let's be real clear.
The onions are gone.
Yeah, but the scent is lingering. Get out of here. All right, I'm gonna draw this one on, and then I expect you to make me cry because I'm almost out of things to do, Peter. These go all the way down her neck. So I'm following suit. Hers actually go onto her wedding dress. I think that this is too pretty to actually mess up, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna use it any other time, but there's something that just feels wrong about it. So I'm gonna leave it, but oops. I make myself cry by sticking makeup in my eye. Gonna add a little bit to that mouth, I'm just darkening this up a little bit with the black aqua paint because I feel like it's darker in the reference picture than I'm doing it. She's got this like creepy smirk on her face too, so I'm gonna draw out this line a tiny bit. Okay, I'm adding fake liquid to my face, so you have one more shot to add real liquid to my face before you have to resort to cheating, which I figured you'd have to do because I'm tough. Adding glycerin. What you got?
So you have to watch this though.
I'll watch. I can do both at the same time.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, is this non-copyrighted? The song?
Yes.
This is rude. Where'd you get all these? That's a real tear. That's not even, you didn't even, that's just pictures. Man, that's cheating. I have 2 real tears. You can't even see them because I did so much makeup to my face.
They actually kind of landed right in the lines.
Perfect. That's so, I need to actually look at that because there's some pictures in there that I don't think I've ever seen. That's what got me. Darn it. Did you text my mother?
Yes.
God, that's cheating.
The mom babe was an accomplice.
The mom base strikes again. Mom. See, okay, you see all that and that? I didn't put any glycerin under my eyes yet, so those are real tears. I have officially failed. Let's do the montage. Thank you for watching. If you are new or lurking, get out of my face, get out of my face, get out of my face. Not you, her. If you're new here or lurking, hit subscribe. Like this video if I'm a wuss. Rude. Should never have shed a tear over you. That's gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Like this video if you Googled any of the things that I was watching and you cried. I think this brat's trying to say something. Next video, we make Ripley cry. Because she's acting like she's above it all. And you know what happens when you do that? You end up crying on YouTube like me. Like a typical YouTuber. Oh, and I haven't said this in a while. Hit the notification bell, even though it works about as often as I cry. Thank you again so much to Warner Brothers for sponsoring this video. The Curse of La Llorona comes out April 19th. And again, you can get your tickets in the description down below. See you next week. But I'm curious, what were your 2 cheat options you had there?
We have a tear stick.
I feel nothing.
Probably have to put a lot more on it, honestly.
Good cheat.
And this one is a tear blower.
What?
Ready?
Oh, is there a warning sign on the end of that? What's that warning sign? What does that say? Peter. It feels nice and cool. Nope. I'm tough when it comes to everything but dogs in my family. Shocker. Well, it's good that you didn't rely on this because it's gonna mess up my makeup.
That's why it was a last resort.
I had no idea they made a cry stick.
All those actors are liars.
I mean, I definitely feel some irritation from that. Oh, this one's starting to hurt. It's not making me cry, it just hurts. Ow. Like it's stinging my frickin' skin. Well,
Thanks,
that was a
Ron.
fail.